In the United States, we are unique in terms of our love affair with the car. But the city is where it is because of the water. It's not the waterways that forgot, it's the city that forgot the waterways. This is a very exciting time because the city is rediscovering its past.
In the fall of 2025, the Department of Transportation, DOT, in partnership with the New York City Economic Development Corporation, EDC, announced the Blue Highways Action Plan. Their goal is to shift freight onto waterways. This action plan has sparked both excitement and concern among maritime advocates and planners. This concept is not new, so why does it happen now, and what are the challenges? Blue Highways is New York City's brand for what the industry calls short sea shipping. It is the original transportation of freight within harbors, along coasts, and through inland waterways. The plan extends through 2035, with DOT and EDC mapping out more than 25 waterfront sites, ranging from old piers to ferry landings and planned constructions. Backed by $5 million in federal funding plus public and private investment, the Blue Highways brings together maritime workers, shippers, and major sellers with projections of 49,000 jobs over the next decade. The city is piloting e-commerce, food and beverage deliveries by ferry, using electric cargo bikes to test viability and gather logistics data.
In New York City, we got rid of a lot of those industrial space at the water's edge, and so companies are also going to have to be creative in figuring out the timing of these deliveries and who actually is riding on board.
Sandra Rothbard is an urban freight consultant of Blue Highways.
Roll on, roll off, or row makes it a lot easier to move the goods or a vehicle on or off a vessel. Other ways that you can move goods are through a lift on, lift off, which takes a lot more time. And row is very feasible in New York City because we already have passenger ferry infrastructure.
Another goal for the Blue Highways is to reduce emissions that come with freight. One of the freight and ferry operators on board, Sixborough Marine, is looking to convert their passenger ferry to hybrid propulsion.
It's not just the congestion, it's also air quality. But many maritime vehicles are also dirty, and they might be moving via diesel engines. Many of these other vessels are looking to convert to cleaner fuels or hybrid or fully electric. When that happens, it's going to be a much better alternative than trucking.
For more than 2 decades, maritime experts were pushing to revive the waterfront for freight, but no one listened. Today, the city is left with little choice. DOT says rising delivery demand and the escalating cost of maintaining aging bridges are forcing us to revitalize our waterways.
When you build a bridge, the life is only 90 years. After that time, you have to make major investments, like $1 billion being invested in the Brooklyn Bridge in the last 10 years. So this is not a luxury, this is about a need that we have.
However, congestion and bridge deterioration didn't happen overnight. Many in the maritime community say what's changed in DOT and EDC's attitudes towards short sea shipping could be political.
Previously, we were fighting EDC and DOT, but all of a sudden it was not, we have 1 million barriers to put in your way, it was, how can we help you?
One driving force is the link between the Blue Highways project and the Brooklyn Marine Terminal redevelopment in Red Hook, led by EDC. The BMT plan will transform the historic waterfront into a modern port with maritime, residential, and commercial space.
We don't want those container operations to be exclusively supported by trucking logistics. It means that Blue Highways is sort of integral to BMT.
Instead of talking about a working waterfront that has no activity, this is real, legitimate commercial activity, not just billionaire yachts or empty space.
Kone Global, a private company working exclusively with the Blue Highways project, is building a site in Hunts Point. They began bringing aggregates in by water in October and plan to build a landing early next year to handle refrigerated seafood deliveries to Manhattan from the Fulton Fish Market nearby.
The Fulton Fish Market Cooperative is the largest fish market in the United States. So basically, all of our product comes in by truck. we're hopeful that by connecting the Blue Highway at the Fulton Fish Market, we can reduce the amount of trucks that are coming in and out of the peninsula. And we're looking at about a reduction of about 1,000 a month.
However, there are growing concerns that waterfront development associated with Blue Highways could put public access to Greenway at risk.
We don't want to just be talking about our waterways. We want to see the proper investment to make sure that our greenways and our bike lanes and our streets can accommodate this increased use. Right now, we just have everything sort of using the same pretty inadequate infrastructure. We're consistently asking information from our policymakers for how is this going to be implemented. There's a lot more detail that needs to be made public.
We do not intend to take a step back in terms of the quality of life of New York City. That's a guiding principle in how we're looking to leverage the Blue Highways.
As we enjoy the great infrastructure that we have today, our great opportunity that we have is to be part of something bigger than us, that make us all as a city, as an individual, but also our children, grandchildren to be proud as we are the best city in the whole world.
It's downright thrilling to see that it's not just talk. It's always been the waterways, and it always will be.